U-95 Spirit of Qatar, no longer driven by Dave Bill on Kip Brown behind the wheel.
With the Gold Cup emblem on the side. Untitled Cup that you got up at the West End there. That is the 95. Last year ran here as the Red Dot.
And across the start finish line, we'll get on clock here as we continue our coverage on 610 KOD qualifying the Lamb-Weston Columbia Cup.
Want to thank Little Randy's Old Time Diner at 117 East 1st in Kennewick. Perfect for breakfast on Hydroplane weekend. All food homemade and the best chicken fried steak in town. They're open 7 days a week. Little Randy's Old Time Diner.
Also thanks to Fiesta Foods with everyday rock bottom prices on all your day-to-day purchases. If you haven't already, you're invited to stop in and experience Fiesta Foods with 4 locations to serve you even better. Along with our friends at Mid-Columbia Duck Race. Now, this is the race right here, but coming up in October, another race right here on the Columbia River, the Mid-Columbia Duck Race. The Tri-City Rotary Clubs are trying to make sure that you get involved with that. The 25th anniversary event. Buy your tickets from your favorite Rotarian and help support the local charities. Kick off August 3rd. We'll be at Ranch and Home, and we'll be there with ducks and dogs and hot dogs for everybody that stops by. Limited supply. Lend a hand, buy a duck, and we'll see you at Ranch and Home August 3rd with the Mid-Columbia Duck Kickoff event.
And 147.013, headed to Tony in turn 2.
Wow, the water looks really nice. Just a bit of a chop on there. He's taking it right across the top of him, and he's gaining that extra speed, getting that lift underneath the boat down the backstrap.
Hey guys, let me jump in while Kip runs down there. Let me talk to the first and so far only guy that's eclipsed officially the 150 mark. J. Michael Kelly, first of all, welcome to the Tri-Cities, buddy.
Oh man, it's good to be back. I love Tri-Cities. I've had my ups and downs here, but I've had lots of ups, and can hope to continue that. And
yes.
Hopefully, hope for a successful weekend.
Well, if you do just about 5 feet better than you did a year ago, you'll get the big trophy. Take us back to that just for a minute. That was a pretty exciting moment with you and Mr. Shane.
Oh man, that was probably one of the hardest times I've ever driven. I knew right from the get-go that Steve had that 1 minute penalty, and I knew it was on from there. That it was either mine or Jimmy Shane's win, and just running deck to deck like that. Unfortunately, Jimmy beat me at the finish line, but it's okay because Jimmy Shane's a good guy, and I couldn't have asked been beat by a better guy. So this time around, hopefully it's the other way around, and hopefully I'm ahead of him.
Well, the guys were talking while you were out there just now that you're catching a bunch of air, but you and I have had this conversation many times. That's you. You like to fly the boat, try and get it to go quicker in the straightaway.
Yeah, the more boat out of the water, the faster you're going to go. I mean, obviously you got to keep on the water too, but we're still working on setup, and we're still off right now. We got a long ways to go, and hopefully we'll continue to find some speed as the weekend goes on. But that was a little bit of testing for us, but we had to put up a good number, and it's going to get past. But right now we should be right in the middle with some of the guys, so we'll be okay.
And this thing still corners on a dime.
Yeah, no, this thing turns off.
The motor out of that, because if they don't get back in the water here and go out and at least post a time and get some points, it's going to be a huge victory for Steve David and the guys from Madison, Indiana. They pick up 100 points on Jimmy Shane in the National High Points race.
So there's your tech update brought to you by Pop Chips.
Pop chips are good. Hey, a reminder, coming up after each day's coverage here at the Lamb-Weston Columbia Cup. Wrap-up show thanks to Todd Harms, defense attorney. Todd has 12 years experience both at the state and federal level. When you need a great criminal defense, you need Todd Harms. Go to toddharmslaw.com. Over to Tony on Farmers Exchange, turn 2.
And Kip Brown made a real nice transition out of the turn into the backstretch there. Still hugging around lane number 2 as he leaked a little bit into the middle and almost touched lane number 3, but he was able to readjust and get himself down the backside.
And Rob Francis, turn 3, Avalon Health and Rehab Center.
And taking it very nicely around the turn, Michael, and looks like he's going to have a very nice qualifying lap here. Good speed, steady all the way around the turn.
No problems at the exit pin at turn number 4 and across the Northern Quest Resort Casino start-finish line. I don't know, it looked to me like he lost some speed at the top end of the course, but still turns a 152.382 miles per hour. Question is, can he bump it up to a 158.7 and change? That's what's
Well, he's really fighting into the corner right now, and he is definitely taking it into the inside now on lane 1, out of the exit pin, and he's really putting the zoom in it right now.
The zoom, you're right. He did not lose much speed in between turns 1 and 2 on the bottom end of the course in our four-corner super speedway here on the Columbia River, Lake Wallula in the Tri-Cities. Vasco in the backdrop. And now heading up the backstretch into turn number 3. And the wall of water off the skid fin, and you can barely look at the west end of the course. You can barely see Rattlesnake Mountain in the background anymore because of all the smoke pouring over from that fire up at Sada's Pass. Exit pin, turn number 4, and again, looks like lost a little bit of speed at the top end of the course, but still turns a 152.379 miles per hour. Did not better his speed, but very consistent once again. That's Kip Brown, your winner of the Gold Cup.
Well, he's got the skid pin in this one as he cuts in real tight, and he is making his way. Oh, he slid a little bit out, and he's going to have to regroup and get back to that inside if he's going to make that better time.
It looked like one of the best turns we've seen, maybe in qualifying so far at the bottom end of the course with Kip Brown and the Spirit of Qatar. I almost said Miss Red Dot. That would have been a year ago. And back up to Rob Francis.
Well, he's coming in a little choppy, but leveled it out very nicely. Getting ready to head into the final turn up top here, and heading it nicely inside and heading back your way, Mike.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Rob. Right in between 3 and 4, looks like he's losing a little bit of speed.
You know, it's tough to tell from my vantage point if he's losing a little bit or not. I think he's trying to get so tight inside on the turn that he may be taking off just a little bit.
Yeah.
But the way he's going into the turn, he's certainly not losing anything. If he is, he's doing it right at the top as he's adjusting into the final turn.
Yeah, it just looks like a little momentum is being sloughed off there. And 154.424.